Welcome to Online Marketing That Makes Sense. I'm your host today, Patrick O'Brien, and this is a marketing podcast packed with social media strategies, productivity tips, traffic growth hacks, marketing truths, and inspirational stories that will help you design your dream business to impact more of the people you feel called to serve. Whether you're a dreamer, have a side hustle, or are looking to take your business to the next level, you're in the right place. Tune in and get inspired. All right, my friends, we have an exciting episode today. We're going to talk about what do we do after we get someone's email address. Now, if you've been in the online marketing world for any length of time, you should be aware of a few things. One of those things is we want to move all the traffic that we find both organically and paid. We want to bring that traffic onto our email list, an asset that we will actually own. All the other platforms we don't own, they're rented space. So we put out free, valuable things, offers, and there's a whole list of types of things, whether they're guides, freebies, blueprints, tutorials, trainings, all the different things. And we offer them out for free in exchange for our followers' email addresses. And then we bring them on our email list. That's priority in step one. But what do we do after we have their email addresses? Countless entrepreneurs struggle with this one thing. How do I nurture those who are on my email list? What do I say to them every week? What do I send them? Now, we're not going to dive deep into every little strategy on that, but we are going to talk about an important thing today. And I think this one idea here could actually impact the future of your business if you'll implement it. Now, if you're using emails and you're acquiring emails, you have an email service provider. Now, I prefer and love ConvertKit for various reasons. And so I might reference to ConvertKit during this episode a little bit. But all email platforms have a way to send out sequence emails. That means when somebody joins your list, you want to automatically send them an email. Now, remember, you want to automate this. See, we're in the business of creating systems. We don't want to have to work every step of the way. We want to automate as much of our business as possible. And so one of the things we can do is use the sequences within the email service provider and automate these emails. So let's break this down, make it super simple. When somebody joins your email list, they're going to be tagged and go on to a specific part of your email list, okay? And you're going to have an automatic email sent to them. Now, when they get that email, you're going to be giving them the thing that they opted in for. Whether that's if they joined your waitlist, you're going to tell them, congratulations, thanks for joining our waitlist. If they are signing up for a special freebie that you offer them, whether that's a guide, a training video, a PDF document, an ebook, all the different things, in that immediate email that they get, you send them something like that. You always want to have that because you're beginning to train them to open your emails and click in your emails. That's engagement, and that's important for the email algorithms too. So once they join your email, you send them that. But don't just send them that. Always have something else for them as well. We always want to surprise and delight. We always want to go above and beyond and give more and more value and lead people closer and closer to beginning to know us, to like us, and trust us, because that know, like, and trust factor are going to be very important as we move forward to bring them towards one of our offers, whether that's a course, a membership, a coaching program. We need to be bringing them into a closer relationship to us and our business. So in that email, you can do a couple things. You can either immediately upsell them something that's a no-brainer offer, something that's fairly inexpensive for your market, that would also amplify the value that they just got from that freebie, right? However, you could also send them to another lead magnet. You could give them another training. So if you send them a thing that they print out, then send them a upsell lead magnet to a video and see if they'll move into that naturally. You don't always have to upsell something to purchase. And so the reason being is if they're a cold audience and you get them onto your email list, and now they're saying, okay, I'm going to now offer you a video training. So I sent you the ebook or the guide and it went over this amount of information, but now I'm going to send you a video. It might be 10 minutes, 5 minutes, it could be 20 minutes long, and you're just explaining more in depth of the topic that you just sent them, right? See if they'll go into that next step with you. Not everybody will, but the ones that do, you can bring them to a different tag on your email list and put them into another funnel. Those who are going to go a little bit further with you, and opt in for that video now are going to be somebody you can send an upsell to. You can send them in that email for that video, hey, if you like this video and you want to get access to a Q&A later, or you want to get access to a more elaborate training, it might be an evergreen course. It might be a initial course that they go into for $97 or $197. It could be a boot camp that you bring them towards. You want to start making offers to them. This could be important because when you don't make offers, when you don't give an opportunity for your ideal customers to buy from you, guess what? They're not going to buy. Now, when you begin to make offers, you'll be able to start seeing and experimenting, okay, what offers were landing? When were they landing? What emails were they landing in? And so that's the experiment things that we do. But when it comes to somebody coming on our email list, we want to have sequences set up. You don't just want to start bringing people on your email list and then just leave them there to sit. We want to nurture our customers. We want to nurture the sale. We want to coach the sale. The way we do that is we begin by giving service first, right? We lead with service. We don't lead with sales. And so when they sign up, you bring them to a nurturing email sequence. And you can have a few other freebie type sequences that are embedded in those emails. So you can literally have somebody sign up to another freebie and then, or just offer that to them and have them tagged so that they can go into another funnel. Think of your sequences as like a funnel. When somebody joins your email list, they go into a special sequence, and then in that sequence, you have certain amount of emails that go out at a specific set time from each other, and they're leading them more and more to a better understanding of what they're interested in, and you're having a relationship with them, okay? Now, it's important in your emails to provide opportunities for them to take action. That might be in the PS down below. Give a call to action for an upsell. That might be a call to action for them to reply and give an answer. But you want to try to create that engagement. You want them to be clicking in your emails, and you want them to be replying to your emails as much as possible. And so you always want to have an opportunity for them to have that. Have something for them to click multiple times throughout your email. All right, so we've talked about what are we going to do when we bring somebody on our email list. We want to have a system of sequences that are available to them. But what do we talk about during those sequences? What is our point? Well, you have to look at your market. You have to speak and test certain emails to see what things are they responding to the most. Don't be afraid to pull an email out and add another one in its place to test it and see if people are clicking on that particular email or if they're even opening it. Sometimes it might not even be the email, it might just be the subject line. And subject lines for your emails is a totally different subject as well, right? That's another topic. But a good place to test your subject lines is actually a free website you can go to called subjectline.com. Subjectline.com. You can head over there and test your actual subject line. And it'll let you know, hey, does it have enough like urgency, suspensefulness? Do you need it to be more fun, more enticing, things like that? And it'll give you some deep insight for you. Now, again, when it comes to our getting people on our email list, we have to remember the purpose of getting them on our email list is to send them emails. Okay, I know that sounds obvious, but bear with me. When we send people emails, we want them to be strategically leading them towards a purpose. Just like on social media, we don't want to just post to post. We don't want to just send emails just to send emails. If we're sending an email, it has to have a purpose. Is it so that they can get to know you a little bit better, to get to know your business a little bit better? Or is it so that you can help them, overcome an objection, help them overcome some kind of mindset block or some challenge that they're having? These are important. You want to have a goal for your emails in that sequence. Now, you can, if you're setting them up for a sequence in an email, then you could just kind of get them to know your business, build some trust factor, and then you can bring them right to your main list at the end of your email sequence. It could be 5 days, it could be 6 days, 10 days, just depends on your market, right? I can't tell you that, there's a one size fits all when it comes to email marketing all across the board, because there's not. Some people like it opening emails, some people don't like opening emails, and you have to figure out what's best for your market. But what you don't want to be doing is just getting emails and then sitting there, and then whenever you have something to sell, to then just sell it. You want to have sequences set up so that automatically when they first sign up, they're being sent an email a day later, after the first immediate one, a day later, 2 days later, another day later, 3 days later. For a couple weeks, they're consistently seeing your emails, and you're nurturing them, and you're offering maybe little upsells in there as well for them to go to another lead magnet. And then if they jump to a second lead magnet from the first lead magnet, they're a warmer audience. So you can set up an upsell. Maybe it's a $7, $17, $27, $47 upsell. Something that's a no-brainer that makes sense, that they don't have to really analyze it too much, and they can sign up for that. The reason you have those little upsells inside your emails is for a couple different reasons. One is if you're paying for those emails, you want to have some sort of return on investment. And so by having an opportunity for them to take an upsell, you're going to be able to pay down some of your ad spend to getting those emails. But that's a subject for another day. Today, we're just looking at setting up these email sequences within your email service provider. So like if you're on ConvertKit and you have ConvertKit, or maybe you have another service provider, they'll have a place there for you to create multiple emails that are sent in order. That's called sequences. You set up the sequence, and you can set up how long it is, what emails are in there, and you can control the subject line. You can control that area that they see when they are actually on their email app or on their desktop, the words that they see before they actually click open. Those are the preview words, preview text, and you can have them see that as well to kind of entice them and encourage them to open your email, because the first step is getting them to open the email, and then it's keeping their attention on that email, and then it's getting them to take action from that very email as well. So you want to experiment with that. So bring people on your email list as a number one priority. If you're not already acquiring emails from your target audience, you need to get focused on that. You need to get clear on a strategy, create some lead magnets, and start seeing what your market and audience is going to work towards. You want to start acquiring more people into your world. This is going to be something you have to do on a regular basis, and you can do it for free. You don't have to spend money on ads. However, when you do spend money on your ads, it's only going to amplify it all the more as you go through. It's like putting lighter fluid on charcoal. It's just going to expedite all the things for you when you do that. So now, if that makes sense to you, and you're interested in wanting to grow more of your audience, I have a free download for you. It's just a little guide blueprint. It's on the 3 biggest mistakes that you're going to want to avoid when you're growing an audience or increasing traffic, right? I want you to think in your mind, it's easier to 10x your traffic than it is to just 2x it, right? Because when you begin to understand how traffic grows, how it increases, the actionable steps that you need to take to actually find your perfect person, you're going to 10x your audience. You're going to increase your audience at a much faster rate, right? But the way we do that is we have to look at our audience for converting. We don't want to just grab people and have vanity metrics. You have these people with social media platforms that have hundreds of thousands and millions of followers, but they don't make more money than you would think they make. Or maybe they don't even make more money than you, right? Because our perfect audience, our perfect people, are those who are converting. Those are people who know they have a problem and are ready and willing to make the change to get to the solution. And so those are the people that you want to be bringing into your circle for your offers, right? That's your ideal customer. So now, to do that, you have to avoid certain mistakes, right? We have to know who and what our audience is, what they want, who they are, what they want. We have to understand their why. And then we have to look at where they are so we can actually find them, reach out to them, attract them, and have the right audience. But there's some big mistakes that you're going to want to make or that you're going to want to avoid making when it comes to growing your audience, especially organically. So I'll throw a link to that PDF down below here around this audio so you can grab that in the show notes and continue to grow your audience. Now, I hope that was helpful for you. I hope that you get an idea here and check your email sequences. Don't just, get people on your email list and not be nurturing them. You need to maybe take a day and create some emails, get clear on what you want to say to them, what action you want them to take in each of those emails, and lead them closer towards knowing you, liking you, and trusting you, so that when you do make your offer for your launches and your courses and your memberships, they're more familiar. They're ready. They know what's going on. They know the value you offer, and they already have their wallets open and they're ready to purchase from you. That's the type of nurturing that we want to create. We want to bring them closer to our inner circle, so to speak. All right, my friends, I hope that was a helpful episode for you. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for some more incredible nuggets of wisdom and juicy truths about online marketing. Until then, we'll talk soon.